Good morning, students. My name is Shravan Kumar. I am going to teach you right now subject Maths, class 10th, first chapter real number. In that we completed exercise 1.5 first bit, second bit. Now I am going to explain you third bit. Now I am going to explain you exercise 1.5. So in 1.5, now I am going to explain you third bit. What is the third bit? Evaluate each of the following. Evaluate each of the following in terms of x and y if it is given that x is equals to log base 2c and y is equals to log base to 5. So total 4 are there. I would like to explain you second problem. What is the second problem? Log base to 7.5. So this is given. What is given? Log base to 7.5. This we need to evaluate and each of the following in terms unit x and y you need to write. See, log base to the 7.5 you can write it as 75 by 10 you can write to remove the decimal point. Then we have the formula. What is the formula? Log base x by y, you can write it is log x minus log y. So you can write log base to 75 minus log base to 10. So 75, how can you write the 75? If you don't know, you can find out the prime factorization. 5 table you can take it. 5 1 is 5, 5 5 is 25, 5 3 is 15. Right? Prime factorization. 10 you can write it as 2 5 is 10 and 5 2 is 10. So this you can write it as a log base to 75. You can write it as a 75 5 square into 3 you can write. So similarly I am writing 5 square into 3 minus log base to 2 into 5 you can write it. If you have the into symbol you can write the plus. So log base to 5 square plus log base 3 base to 3 minus log base to 2. This is open the bracket. I am writing plus log base to 5. So this is you can write it as it is the power law, power rule. Because this you can write here. So 2 log base to 5 plus log base to 3 minus log base to 2 minus into plus minus log base to 5. So concept data on it clear. See here, this is the 2 times is there. These are 2 times. Here is the 1 time. Nothing but 2 minus 1 1. So you can write it as a log base to 5 plus log base to 3 minus this value will be the 1. You know this one. What is given this value? Log base to 5 is y is given. This is log base to 3. Means you can edit this is y plus x minus 1 is the answer. So now concentrate on it clearly. So I hope you all understood the question to you. Slowly concentrate on it now. Next, I would like to explain you fourth problem. Fourth problem I would like to explain. What is the fourth problem here is log base to 6750. So log base to 6750. Here also first you do prime factorization. 6750 prime. So last digit is 0. So you can take 2 table or otherwise 5 table or 10 table. Let me take 2 table. 2 3s are 6. Again 2 3s are 6. 1 carry. 2 7s are 14. 2 5. The last digit is the 5, right? I would like to take it the 5. 5 6s are 30. Then 3. 5 7s are 35. 5 5s are 25. Let's take 5 table again. 5 1s are 5 carry. 5 3s are 15. 5 5s are 25. The next take it 5 table. 5 2s are 10. 5 7s are 5 2s are 10. 5 7s are 35. The next 3 table. 3 9s are 27. 3 3s are 9. So 6750 you can write it as a 2 into 5. How many times are there? 1 2 3. 5 to the power of 3 and 3 you have 3 times. So 3 to the power of 3. So this you can write it as a log base to this 6750 you can write it as a 2 into 5 cube into 3 cube. If you have the into symbol you can write plus log base to 2 plus log base to 5 to the power of 3 plus log base to 3 to the power of 3. So this value you know the base value and the log value both are same. So you can write it as a 1. And this is a power rule. This will be in front of 3 log base to 5, 3 log base to 3. So 1 plus 3, this value is log base to 5. Log base to 5 value is the y plus 3 into x. So 1 plus 3y plus 3x over 3x plus 3y plus 1 you can able to write. So try to concentrate on it. That problem, 2 problems, remaining 2 problems will be the homework. Next I am going to explain you fourth bit. See what is the fourth bit? Fourth bit now. Expand the following. Fourth. Expand the following. First one. What is that? Log 1000. Then first let me one by one let's complete it. See, expand the following is it, right? We need to expand the following. So let me write given that. What is the given? Log 1000 is this. We need to expand it. Means how can you expand this? Log 1000. See, log this 1000 you can get it as a 10 to the power of 3. So you can get it as a power rule. What is that? Log x to the power of m. You can get it as a m into log x. This. This power rule, according to power. It is there in this form. Now you are writing this 3 log 10. Right? So this is the first problem. So try to concentrate on this clearly. The next one I am going to explain you. Second one. What is the second one? Log 128 by 625. 128 by 625. So how can you write this one? Similarly, given that log 128 by 625. See, we have the formula log 128 by 625. We have the formula. What is that formula? Log x by y. So we will write log 128 minus log 625. The formula I am mentioning here is log x by y base a. So log base a x minus log base a y. Right? Depending on this formula, I am doing this. So 128 prime factorization you have to do. Then only it is easy to you. Prime factorization. The last digit of 128 is 8. What is the last digit of 128 is 8. So take 2 tables. 2 6 are 12. So 2 4 are 8. The next 2 3 are 6. 2 2 are 4. 2 1 are 2. 2 6 are 12. 2 8 are 16. 2 4 are 8. 2 2 are. So you can write 128. You can write it as a 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. So 10 to the power of 7. So this is, you can write it as a log 2 to the power of 7 minus 625. How can you write 625? 5 tables. 5 1s are 5. 5 2s are 10. Right? And 2 will be 5 5s are 25. 5 2s are 10. 5 5s are 25. 5 5s are 25. So 625 you can able to write 5 to the power of 4. So log 5 to the power of 4. Here is the power rule. The power rule means this is 7 is the power, right, for 5. 4 is the power for 5. 7 is the power for 2. This will come in front of the log. So 2 7 log 2 minus 4 log 5. So this will be the answer. Once you concentrate on these two problems, clearly concentrate on it. I would like to explain the third one also. Clearly try to concentrate on it. What is the third one? Log x square y to the power of 3 z to the power of 4. So right? So this problem I want to explain it. Expanding only everything. See, what is the given? Given that log x square y to the power of 3 z to the power of 4. So here let me write that this you can write it as a log expanded. It's an expanded, right? Expanded form you need to write. So how you will write here that log x square y to the power of 3 z to the power of 4, right? This is I am writing as a log x square. Put in nothing but it's into only, that is y to the power of 3 into z to the power of. If you have into symbol, you can add the plus. Log x square plus log y to the power of 3 plus log z to the power of. So now the power rule we are using it. What is the power rule? I told you that log x to the power of m into log x. So these are the powers. Right? That will come in front of the log. So 2 log x plus 3 log y plus 4 log z. So this will be the expanded form. So now I would like to explain you fourth problem. What is the fourth problem is? Log p square q cube by r to the power of 4. So right? So given that log p square q cube by r to the power of 4. For this, you need to write the expanded form. Log of p square q to the power of 3 by r to the power of 4. So first imagine this will be the x and this will be the y. So what is the log x by y formula? I am writing here. Log x by y to base a. Formula what you will write? Log base a x minus log base a y. So similarly, you can write log p square q cube minus log r to the power. Now here you need to apply again the formula. What the formula you will apply? You will apply log xy to base a. So log x plus log y base a. So that formula I need to apply. So you will write log t square plus log q minus log r to the power of 4. Then this I am writing there. You can understand clearly. Repeatedly I am writing log t square plus log q cube minus log r to the power. I told you the power rule means 2 log p plus 3 log q minus 4 log r. So this will be the expanded form. Once you concentrate on it, I would like to explain fifth one also. So I would like to explain fifth one also. Don't worry about it. Then these are the expanded forms. Now I would like to explain you fifth problem. What is the fifth problem? Log the root x to the power of 3 by y square. So solution for it. So given that log under root x to the power of 3 by y square. So expanded form, for this also you need to write the expanded form, log under root x to the power of 3 by y square. So first of all you remove this square root. So log you can write as a x to the power of 3 by y square whole to the power of 1 by 2. So first you need to apply the power rule. Log base x to the power of m. I told you m into log base x. So this is the power. So you need to write the 1 by 2. This is right. You need to write 1 by 2. So log x cube by y square. So again you have the formula. What is the formula? Log base x by y. So what do you write? Log base x minus log base y. What do you write? 1 by 2 log x cube minus log y square. So what is that? You need to apply here is the gain power rule. So 1 by 2 3 log x minus 2 log y. This is you apply 3 by 2 log x minus 2 by 2 log y. This get cancelled. So you can write this answer is 3 by 2 log x minus log y. So concentrate on it, is clear. You need to concentrate on it. So I doesn't given any homework to you in this bit. I explained each and everything. Concentrate on it. So first I explained that log under root x to the power of 3 by y square, right? Total 5 problem I explained. Try to concentrate on it clearly. Isn't it right, my dear students? Then now I would like to explain you one more problem, that is the fifth one. It's a very important to you. Now I would like to explain fifth problem. What is the fifth problem? If x square plus y square is equals to 25xy, then prove that 2 log of x plus y is equals to 3 log 3 plus log x plus log y. The solution for this. What's the given? This is a given statement. From this given statement, you need to prove that is equals to 0. Let me write. Given that x square plus y square is equals to 25x. Given that. So here what I am doing is I am adding and both sides 2xy. Adding 2xy on both sides. What do you write? X square plus y square plus 2xy is equals to 25xy plus 2x. See, observe left hand side, x square plus y square plus 2xy. Can you remember any formula, any identity for that? If you remember clearly, that is the formula. Which formula can you tell? X plus y whole square. You can write x plus y whole square is equals to. So you observe this xy. Both are like terms. When their powers are also same, here x, here y, here y. Their power, here x power is 1, here x power 1. Y power 1, y power 1. Both are like terms. So you can add it. 25 plus 2, 27x. Isn't it right? So now what I am doing is, I am applying log on both sides. Now what I have to do is apply log on both sides. You need to apply log on both sides. So if you apply log on both sides, log of x plus y whole square is equals to log 27x. We applied the log on both sides, right? So now this is the power rule. You understood clearly. This 2 you are writing in front of the answer. 2 log of x plus y is equals to, this is in nothing but into only this. I put the dot into nothing but. So you can write log 27 plus log x plus log y. So here what can you write? 2 log of x plus y is equals to, this is you can write it as a log 27, you can write it as a 3 to the power of 3. Can you write? 3 3s are 9, 9 3s are 27 plus log x plus log y. So 2 log of x plus y is equals to, this is the power rule. So you will write 3 log 3 plus log x plus log 1. So concentrate on it clearly. You got the answer or not? You got the same answer whatever we have to prove. So given that x square plus y square is equals to 25xy, adding 2xy on both sides, then x square plus y square plus 2xy is equals to 25xy plus 2xy. The next step is x plus 5 whole square is equal to 27xy. Apply log on both sides and apply power rule and product rule. Then we got the answer to you, right? So try to concentrate on this. It's a very, very important problem. You carefully understand it. The homework problem. What are the homework problem? Exercise 1.5, third bit. The third bit, first problem. Third problem is the homework. So try to concentrate on it, my dear students.
Good morning, children. Good morning, everybody. Okay, we are going to discuss about the lesson "The World During the World Wars." Listen here. The world during the world wars. The world during the world wars. Okay, the world during the world wars, and I told you about the cause for the world wars. Okay, cause for the world wars. Cause for the world wars means how it was caused. I told you about that one: aggressive nationalism, militarism, Balkan issue, and you see immediate cause of world war. Immediate cause of world war. Okay, now you are going to discuss. You should know that the first world war. You see, when war happened? The first world war was happened in 1914 to 1918. So you should remember that. They asked you when was the first world war took place? When was the first world war took place? The first world war took place in 1914 to 1918. And when was the second world war? That is second world war took place 1939 to 1945. Why I wrote separate? Because you know this one. First World War 1914 to 1918 and second World War 1939 to 1945. Okay, 1945. Here you see in 1917 the Russia went out from the World War and in place of Russia the USA has came. Listen. In the place of Russia, USA has came and they fought. And the war was happened between two. What is that? Axis powers and allied powers. Axis powers, you keep in your mind. Axis powers means Germany, Italy, Austria, Hungary. Axis powers, Germany, Italy, Hungary, Austria. Axis powers. And I told you in the previous class, allied powers. Allied powers are England, France, Russia, USA. Russia went up, so USA joined. But in this what happened? Allied powers got a victory. In the World War, Allied powers got a victory and Axis powers were defeated. Means Germany, Italy, Hungary, Austria was defeated. That is the reason. And immediate cause I told you now. And who got victory? I told you Allied powers has got victory. Once again I am telling you, Allied powers has got a victory. That is England, France, Russia and the USA. They got a victory. And who became lost? Who was defeated in the war? That is Axis powers, Germany, Italy, Hungary, Austria. They were defeated. And war was completed. After that, we are going to discuss the world after the First World War. Listen here. The world after the First World War. Okay, now the world became World War was completed. In 1918, the World War was completed. Okay, the World War was completed. And now the world after the First World War, what has happened? The world became after the First World War, what happened? Now I tell you. After completing the First World War, some European nations became one. All the European nations became one means you see what they did. England, France, USA, Russia, they became one. Big three countries, all the European nations became one. And they removed the Ottoman. Ottoman is a very powerful king. He is ruling Turkey. They are sending out from the Turkey. Why? Because he gave support to the Axis powers. So they were defeated. So Ottoman was removed and the Germany king was removed. So now what happened you see? From the Turkey was ruled by the Ottoman king. They removed this king from that place. And you know that Germany was main reason to cause the World War. They removed him. And after that what happened you see? After the World War, after completing the World War, they established one Treaty Versailles. Listen here, they established one Treaty Versailles. After completing the First World War in 1919, after the completing of the First World War, Treaty of Versailles was established. Treaty of Versailles was established. What is Treaty of Versailles means? I'll tell you. Treaty Versailles was established became one. And what did you see? And at that time only some new countries became independent. New countries became independent. You see, in 1919, the new countries became independent. Which countries you see? Some Yugoslavia, Czechoslovakia, Romania, Finland, they became independent. You see, before that they are under the control of some other kingdoms, but they became independent. Yugoslavia, Czechoslovakia, Romania, like that they became independent and they established Communist Party. And after that, what happened? You see, the Treaty Versailles was established. Treaty Versailles is nothing but some European nations became one. And they gave punishment for the defeated people. They gave the punishment for the defeated people. Who are that? They gave the punishment, penalty and war indemnity for the Germany. The victory people, you know that who are the victorious people. Victory, who got the victory? England, France, Russia, USA, some other countries joined, and they gave the punishment to this Germany. All countries became one, and they gave punishment for the Germany. And what is the punishment you see? Penalty, war loss, how much loss has happened in the war. Penalty you should pay. Indemnity means how much expenditure was happened that you should do. And compensation also. Total you see, on the Germany they give penalty and compensation you should pay, war indemnity you should pay, and some territories when Germany occupied some places of France and some other, the territories also given. Like that they give the punishment. That is Treaty Versailles. And what is that? Military treatment was given to the Germany. All the 11 countries became one. You see here, Treaty Versailles means one pact, one open door. Means the Europe countries became one and they gave punishment to this Germany. That is the reason you see here. What is that? Humanitarian treatment was given to the Germany. Humanitarian means dangerous decision was given to them. Penalty, compensation, and territories they took. That's why that we call as humanitarian treatment was given to the Germany. That's why again Germany was angry. At that time Hitler was there. Germany was angry again on this iron power. So again he was angry. All countries became one and they gave punishment to me. So that's why he was angry. So Treaty Versailles is nothing but all European nations became one and they gave the punishment for the Germany. That is humanitarian treatment was given to the Germany. Like penalty, war indemnity, compensation. Everything is to be there and territories also there. That is the reason Treaty Versailles was established. And because of Treaty Versailles only the Second World War has happened. Keep in your mind. Second World War was happened because of this only. Everybody gave punishment on Germany. So that's why you keep in mind. And next one, the League of Nations, 1920. And listen here, what is the meaning of League of Nations? League of Nations is established in 1920. League of Nations was established in 1920. What is that? And this was 11th January 1920. 11th January 1920, the League of Nations was established. 11th January 1920, League of Nations was established. What is a League of Nations? What is League of Nations means? Today UNO is there. Today UNO is there. United Nations of Organization is there. And United Nations Organization, what will it do? It will stop the war. It will make peace. It will make peace and it will stop the war. So at that time, in 1920, League of Nations was established to maintain peace and security, to stop the wars between the countries. Listen, League of Nations was established in 1920. Some countries, England, France, Russia, USA, they became one and they formed League of Nations. And what did it? To maintain the peace and security. And nobody should do wars. And if they are doing the wars, they will go and will stop the war. So like that. So it was established. What is this? To maintain the peace and security all the countries, and they should not keep any wars, and their duty to stop the wars. If any anybody going and fighting this, they are thinking that this will stop the wars. Why? Because they got, after completing the World War, I tell you how much loss was happened. Life, property, everything was destroyed. Even victory countries also destroyed. So that's why lot of destruction was happening for the victory people and also for the defeated people. So like that, that's why again this should not happen. Again the world war should not happen. For that sake, the League of Nations was established. League of Nations means to maintain the peace and security and to stop the wars between the two countries. That's the reason. And how they can do? Disarms. Disarmaments. What is disarmaments? Means if anybody wanted to fight, first they'll stop, and another one they're having arms. They'll remove the arms. They'll take their arms. They'll decrease the arms. They'll decrease the army. So like that, decreasing the army and decreasing the arms. So like that, that will be League of Nations. And next one you see the Russian Revolution. We will discuss about the Russian Revolution. Russia, today we call USSR, United Socialist Soviet Russia. USSR means USSR means what? United Socialist Soviet Russia. United Socialist Soviet Russia. Today we are calling the Russia, and the Russia's socialist government. The Russia's socialist government. Socialist means what? Socialist is also called as communist government. It is called as communist government. Socialist means communist. What is the meaning of socialism? What is the meaning of socialism? Socialism is nothing but what is there, the wealth is shared equally. Socialism or socialist movement means, what is the meaning of socialist means? What is there, wealth that is equally shared by all the people. It equally shared by all the people. That is called socialism. That's why the Russia established the socialism, communist party. And you should know that communist and the socialist, the meaning is same. Communism or socialism. Socialism or communism or socialism. Both the meaning is same. The wealth is shared equally for all the people. Means what amount is there, that is shared equally. And next one you see, the revolution was happened in 1917 and it was ended in 1922. You see, the Russian Revolution is a very important one, and you should know at least the date. In all the exams, in the group exams, everywhere they will do that one. When was the Russian Revolution was started? The Russian Revolution was started in 1917. Listen here. The Russian Revolution was started in 1917. So in 1917 the Russian Revolution was happened. And one thing I tell you, in Russia they'll call Caesars. You see, it is called as Caesars. In Russia they'll call as Caesars. We will call kings. Kings will rule. You know that everywhere kings are ruling. In England or France and everywhere there kings are ruling. Kings. But in Russia they will not call the kings. Instead of kings, the king's name is another name. That is Caesars. Caesars means kings. And in Russia kings are ruling. And I tell you the population, I tell you. You know that China is the first populated one in the world. China is the first populated country, China. Next to that, India is the second. And you see, second is India in the population. After that, Russia goes third place in the population. Russia is the third populated country. Keep in your mind, Russia is the third populated country and also biggest in the area. In the area, which is the biggest country? Which is the biggest country? In those days, Russia is the biggest country. Russia is the biggest country and the third populated. Near about 156 million people are living in the Russia. At the time, how many? 156 million people are living. And in the Russia, feudal lords used to dominate. What is called as feudal lords? What is the meaning of feudal lords? Feudal lords is nothing but landlords. Why? Because at that time, the government used to rule by the Caesars and the feudal lords. Caesars means kings and the feudal lords are landlords. These people only used to rule like a king, and the peasants used to be there. Who are these people? Peasants means who? Peasants means farmers. Peasants means who? Peasants are called farmers. Peasants are called as farmers, and these farmers used to not have lands. These farmers used to not have lands. These people used to do agriculture in their lands. In their lands they used to do, and these people used to pay the rent. You see, lot of peasants are there in Russia. 20% of the people are feudal lords, and total lands are with them only. 80% of the people are peasants, agriculture farmers, but they are not having lands. These people used to do agriculture in the landlords, and they used to give the rent to the feudal. See, so like that, the peasants used to pay the rent. So here you see what happened. The Caesar Nicholas II is ruling the Russia. The Caesar Nicholas is ruling the country, and at that time what happened, you see, in the March 1917, the Nicholas II Caesar is ruling the Russian country, and at that time you know that Russia is keeping lot of wars. The kings are waging lot of wars, they are keeping lot of wars. With the wars, what will happen, you see, war they are keeping. With the wars, lot of financial problem will happen. If you keep a war, lot of loss will be happen in the finance. Means money is lost. So they waged a lot of people. Russia kept lot of wars, and also you know that the Russia supported. The Russia supported in the First World War, and in the center only they came. In the center only, in 1917 only they came. Why they came? You know, you see, keep in your mind. The First World War was ended in 1918, but in center in 1917 only the army came back to the Russia. Why? Because in 1917 a big revolution was happening in the Russia. It's near Saint Petersburg. In Russia, in the Moscow, Saint Petersburg, there a big revolution. Near about 10,000 women. 10,000 women. In those days, the women used to not come, but women, 10,000 women came on the roads near the Saint Petersburg. There the revolution done. Maintain peace, and we want the bread. Means bread is not there. Why we are calling bread? Means we will eat food. Bread means food. So provide the food for us. Maintain the peace. No wars. No war. Provide the bread and provide work for everybody. So 10,000 women started doing the revolution with this. Lot of the people, men also joined in this one and the revolution. And at the time when Nicholas II, what he did? He wanted to suppress, he wanted to stop this revolution. So what happened? He has sent the soldiers to stop this revolution. But what happened? The soldiers, the army also joined with them only. The army also joined with this revolution. And they also fight. With this, what happened? The Nicholas II has went out from that place. Nicholas II went out from the place. And why? Because you see, this Nicholas II has ordered. Nicholas II has ordered to fight and stop this revolution. But a lot of the people joined in this revolution. By seeing these people, army also, their army also joined in this one, and they also supported these people. So like that, this Nicholas went off from that place. And here you see, after that the government was gone, and what happened? The provincial government was established. And provincial government means immediately the king has gone. After going, nobody can rule. So like that, in the Russia, provincial government was established in Russia. Few people were elected, and that people started ruling, and they all started ruling. And I'm going to tell you about this provincial government in the next class. Okay, thank you.